What's up, guys? My name is Mike, and welcome to a very special episode of Let's Play No Man's Sky, the indie game sensation that's just smashing the internet right now, and really has been smashing the internet for the last, 2 years. If you've been living under a rock, let me explain. Hello Games is a little indie outfit that decided to release a huge procedurally generated online exploration game with billions of planets for both PC and PS4 on the same fucking week. So I admire the balls on these guys, to be quite honest, and this game really checks all the hallmark checkboxes of what an indie game really is these days. So procedurally generated, check. Beautiful art style as opposed to good graphics, check. Runs like absolute dog shit even on a high-end machine, fucking triple check. And it has a bunch of sort of like online MMO type elements, which I've actually disabled for this playthrough just because I don't want the online elements to fuck up my recording or anything else. But as you can see, no menu, no intro. We're listening to a cracked out version of Siri. You would think like 200 years in the future, Siri would be a little bit more advanced than what she sounds like right now. But we've crash landed on an alien planet. It doesn't really explain why you crash land. Maybe your character is fucking Asian or something. I don't know. But here we are on an alien planet, randomly generated. We're in the Hotaru Exos in the Euclid Galaxy, with humid weather, a standard sentinel, don't know what a sentinel is, copious flora, and occasional fauna. So here we go. We have to repair our goddamn ship on this hostile alien planet. What a fucking trip. So first things first, as with all of these type of games, we have to salvage and scrape what we can get together from our crash landing site. So first thing we'll do is we do this. So we've gathered a blueprint. This is a blueprint, and you can see that it gives you both the sort of technical specs of what it is. So the photon cannon fires at an increased rate. So this would be an upgrade for our mining tool. So the mining tool doubles as both the crafting, the mining, and the weapon of the game. And you can see we're going to need to gather a bunch of nickel and platinum. Okay, good for us. What else can we pick up here? We can pick up some oxide. Here we go. Shielding shard. That's a hard word to say 3 times fast. We're going to grab some isotopes, some plutonium. That's a good thing to put in your pocket, plutonium. If you ever come across some plutonium on the street, kids, do not fucking pick it up. Do not let this game influence you that way. Friends don't let friends pick up plutonium. And for this, we cannot open it up. We're running an Atlas Pass V1. I don't know what that is. Some sort of key you have to craft. And here's our ship. All right, so let's hop in our ship and see what we can do and see what's fucked up on it. So the launch thruster is critically damaged. We need to craft 3 more carite sheets. Carite, of course, being the futuristic version of titanium made from carrots. Plutonium is required to recharge the thruster, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's do that. So we can hit E to craft, and carite sheets are going to require a whole fucking shitload of iron, 50 each. So that's what we're going to have to do, is collect a bunch of iron. You've got these little guys. I think these are what the sentinels are. So sentinels are sort of like, I don't even know if they're hostile or not. We're going to find out in a minute, I suppose. There are these little probes that kind of fly around. I think sometimes they're hostile and sometimes they're friendly, but they're just little AI bots that fly around. The galaxy is apparently full of these things, even on these alien goddamn planets where nobody really lives. Iron oxide. Okay, here we go. So we're going to blow all this shit up with our crazy-ass little phaser beam. So as you can see, it is quite gorgeous. The graphic style is amazing, quite honestly. And this is all randomly generated, so no 2 starts to the game, and no 2 games are ever going to be the same, which is kind of neat because it lets you really experience a new style game all the time. However, on the offside, you could start on a really harsh planet. My sort of beginning game, I started off just to get the settings all correct, was a bit of a disaster because the planet was like 90 degrees Celsius, and there was a little like fire meter that was ticking down. I don't know what that was, but probably no good, I would imagine. So, I mean, you can really get screwed on the very beginning. This planet seems to be okay. Apparently we were to learn a Korvac's word for rare. I don't know what that does. Looks like the guy from Space Odyssey. Hello, Hal. Alright, so we got to keep collecting. These little stones are going to be too much. Let's blow up something a little bit bigger. Here, we'll blow this shit up. This should get us enough iron to build something anyway. And our gun's overheated. So here's our menu. You have 3 things that you can craft and store in. So the multi-tool, like I said, is your multi-tool. It's both your laser, your weapon. You can shoot grenades from it, and it's got some sort of scanning feature. All of these things are all fucked up. So we can repair, for example, the analysis thing, which maybe we should just do. And this will allow us to hit F, hold F, and lets us zoom in and analyze things at a distance. So we just discovered new plants. All these names, of course, are randomly generated, as you can more than likely tell by the way they're all fucked up. Like Retsamite. The one bad thing about randomly generated sci-fi style names is, for the most part, it ends up being completely unpronounceable. We saw this a lot in Stellaris, where all of the names of the planets and the aliens were all randomly generated, and just trying to fucking pronounce some of this shit. It looks like your cat walked across the keyboard. So that's kind of a piece of shit. I hate it when they do that. I'd rather they put in better, I don't know, grammatical rules, I suppose, to keep the names a little bit more pronounceable. And a real human is not going to name their thing like Hutanaru Exos. And if it's an alien, I'm sure their language is going to be so far removed from English that it doesn't really matter. So, I don't know. Just my personal peeve when it comes to some of these games. Alright, so we have done, probably we've collected enough iron. We've got a whole bunch of iron now, so maybe we've done enough to craft what we need. So let's hit E on here, and we'll craft some carbide sheets. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. The controls are pretty basic. You can tell it's more of a console interface. One of the annoying things is, even for the menu, you have to hold down the mouse button to do anything. So just as an example, I'll show you. So if you're in the menu, this took me a while to figure out because I went into controls. Actually, I went into options, and I'm a inverted guy, as you can see. But to select these things, if you're just clicking on it, it doesn't do anything. And it took me a long time to figure out you have to fucking click and hold to change your options, even in the main menu, which is kind of a piss off, to be perfectly honest. You would think it'd make it easier just in the menu and then click and hold in the regular interface. So just one of those things, if you're like me, to keep in mind. Reality seems to fold in on itself. One moment I can see debris in another vast red orb. I will accept the Atlas's guidance. In my mind, Atlas, apostrophe. This pisses me off. Listen up, you fucks. If it's a singular noun with ending in an S, it's S apostrophe S. If it's a plural noun, it's S apostrophe. So, for example, if I was going to say, my cats, like I have 6 cats, and my cat's dishes are all full. The cats would be C-A-T-S apostrophe, because it's plural cats. If you're saying Atlas, which is a proper noun, the fucking name just happens to end in an S, it's still S apostrophe S. Grammar lesson for the day, you stupid shitheads. Okay, so we're going to accept Atlas's guidance, because that is sort of the tutorial. Apparently Atlas was lost and now is found. The Atlas of knowledge, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if that's me talking or Atlas talking, but I can press tab and I can now repair our launch thruster. Okay, next up, we need to repair the pulse engines in the launch thruster. So, again, we are apparently an Asian driver who just randomly crash landed on a planet here, and we got to repair our ship to get the fuck out of here. What we do after that, I have no idea. So to repair the pulse thrusters, I'm going to need Iridium, and I'm going to need more carrot sheets, and I'm going to need zinc, and then I guess I need to refuel the launch thrusters after that. So launch thrusters need energy. I need to charge them with plutonium, which I can throw a little bit. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to save the plutonium for later. All right, and then the other thing we should do right off the bat is take a look at our multi-tool and get the scanner online, because the scanner is going to allow us to find some of these elements nearby. You can hit the C button if you're on PC, and from there it'll let you... What is this thermal protection thing? I don't know what that means. We're going to rip up a bunch of the fucking local flora. Flora? Fauna? I think it's flora. Flora is plants, fauna is animals, right? I'm pretty sure I got that right. And we're going to rip up a bunch of this carbon. We're going to stuff all these vegetables into our scanner, and apparently, or into our multi-tool, and apparently that will let us scan shit nearby. Don't ask me how it works. Again, indie developers, they probably didn't think this one through. They're just like, yeah, man, that's fucking awesome. Let's get high and shit. Okay, is that enough to repair it? Let's find out. Yeah, 25. There we go. Okay. So now what we can do is when we hit the C button, it'll give us a little sort of heads-up display of all the elements that are nearby. And with all the elements nearby, then we can find the Iridium, which is that little blue science lab doohickey icon. And hopefully we can find then what we need to do to repair the next stage. So we're going to keep hitting this until we find some of that blue shit. Give me that blue shit. And I don't see fucking jack shit anywhere, so we're going to have to go and trek out a little bit. Again, this is the both the benefit... Resource deposit where? Where's it detected? Oh, over here. Perfect. This is both the pro and the con of having something procedurally generated. Sometimes you get really lucky. Holding down space can let you use your jetpack. Look at that flying. Oh, fuck my legs. God damn it. Holding down space lets you fly with your jetpack for a short amount of time. Also can be upgraded. What was I saying? The pro and con of having something procedurally generated, of course, is that you can get kind of screwed. Oh, look at this little guy. If you get dropped off on a planet where you don't have what you need nearby. Yeah, run away, bitch. Run away. I can feed him with 10 Heridium, but no, I need Heridium. I could probably also kill him. Yeah, bitch. And I can collect Heridium. Yeah, why would I feed him Heridium if I can collect Heridium? So you can destroy the local wildlife as much as you want. With probably... Oh, fuck! What was that? I don't know. Something hit me. Maybe because I walked over this shit? Plutonium? Like I said, friends don't let friends pick up plutonium, folks. Alright. So what do we have here? We've got some platinum. So we're harvesting platinum from plants. That makes perfect fucking sense. And we're getting Heridium from animals. So go figure, I suppose. I don't know. Let's go pick up some more of this shit. What is this? More platinum. I think we're gonna need this shit anyway, so we might as well just get it on the way. Let us sprint over. It's gonna take us 6 fucking minutes to get over here. Are you kidding me? Fuck you. This is what I hate. I don't like running around. I don't like walking simulators. Which is probably a bad idea to have bought this game, but it is what it is now. This is a giant carbon. Look, a giant throbbing ball in the middle of the planet, middle of the nowhere. So we're doing a really good job at destroying most of the local wildlife. So any game that lets you like crash land onto an alien planet and then immediately start fucking up the local sort of ecology is really a plus in my book. You know, I just love cultural and ecological genocide when it comes to landing on alien planets. So you can see that in the bottom right, the little run meter as we sprint along. I'm not sure if that's something you can upgrade either, perhaps, because it seems like you're going to need a lot more stamina than what it initially gives you, especially with the absolute like enormity of some of these planets. I mean, it's going to take us 6 some odd minutes to get over here, 5 minutes to get over there, almost 6 minutes to get over there at a normal running pace. So when you float over your objective, it lets you see how long away you are, and of course that's altered by how fast you're moving. So if we're walking, the time goes up. Oh fuck! Almost fell off a cliff. Breaking your leg on an alien planet is not a good idea. So my daddy always used to tell me, if you're gonna crash land on an alien planet, make sure you don't break your fucking leg, son. It's one of those bedtime stories he used to terrify me with as a child. Spent endless starry nights staring up at my ceiling, sleepless, wondering what it would be like to be lost on an alien planet, a harsh alien planet with no other life except for these blue Heridium dudes walking around, wondering what it would be like as I broke my leg and had them feast on my body, not able to escape. Okay, so apparently it's night, so the temperature rise, that little fire meter for some reason goes down. So that's the maximum temperature that you can sustain. And you can see now that it's night, the temperature is dropping quite rapidly. It's kind of a nice touch. Kind of a nice touch. But it can kind of fuck you over if you land on a goddamn alien planet that has a high fucking temperature. Oh my god, I really don't want to have to run all the way over here. What is this? You indie pieces of fuck. You could have just like made it so your initial planet should just have the resources you need right around you. Why'd I have to run 4 goddamn minutes across the freaking universe to go collect the first resources we need? This is bullshit. Are you hearing me? Hello, games? You fucks. You did this to me on purpose because you know how much I goddamn hate running simulators. Hiking simulators. You did this to me in fucking The Long Dark. You know that survival game, The Long Dark? What a piece of shit. You have to run around for like 2 years to find canned food. Okay, I'm going to kill some more of this wildlife because they dropped the Heridium. Actually, I think these big guys didn't. I think it was the little ones that dropped the Heridium. Fuck you! Yeah, these guys drop iron. I need to go find the little guys that were upright on 2 feet.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. So here's a good thing. So one thing that's really nice is from your inventory, you can hold the X key and send stuff back to your ship immediately. So although my inventory is small, you start off with a small inventory, your ship has quite a bit more space. And regardless, it means that you can just simply send materials back to your spaceship for storage, so you don't have to continually run back and forth. A really, really Nice touch. Not realistic, but it kind of makes sense considering how crazy sci-fi this is. So that's one thing they did really well. There's nothing worse in this sort of like autistic style collection and crafting type game. Oh fuck, my gun! I'm out of shit. So if you run out of shit, you can run up to stuff and you can bash it with Q and still mine if you get into a really bad spot. However, what makes more sense is you can simply recharge with any of your elements that are on hand. So we can, for example, use our little bit of carbon, a little bit of thallium, and then top up with plutonium. Plutonium, of course, I think is the most useful right now, so we'll use the least amount of that as possible. So it's really if you guys remember Back to the Future, you know how the Mr. Fusion, where you just fucking throw like bananas and cans of Coke into the Mr. Fusion to get to 88 miles per hour? It's exactly that. You just basically pick up whatever you find on the goddamn ground, throw into your gun, and it works. So that's kind of cool, right? Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there bashing rocks with your goddamn gun for like 2 years trying to mine enough shit to put in it to get it to go. Holy fuck, I don't want to run. Oh, what's this? It's like a building of some sort. Let's go check it out. And I got a floating rocks. Obviously very realistically sci-fi, these floating rocks. I can appreciate that. Let's fly over using our jetpacks. How come we don't have jetpacks yet? I'm pretty sure Back to the Future, speaking of Back to the Future, promised me jetpacks and promised me hoverboards. And we're not even there yet. And no, those fucking Chinese things with the 2 wheels that blow up in your face, they don't count as a hoverboard. Iridium! Okay, we found some. We don't actually have to trek all the way over to goddamn here. We're just gonna destroy this thing. Oh, thank God. Okay, well this is good. This is much better than having to hike all the way over to there. I'm not sure why it told me to do that. You think it would give me a waypoint to the closest iridium deposit as opposed to one that's further away, but we'll take what we can get. Now, if I was smart, I would have cut out a little ladder to... I guess this thing's not too tall. My laser beam can actually reach quite far. Which is good. Really good. Okay, so we're going to blow this thing up. We're going to wait for our fucking thing to continually overheat. Can't wait to upgrade that. That's kind of obnoxious. I guess it gives the incentive to have some upgrades for your laser gun. But it's also... Oh, there's ships! You fuckers! Come back here! Rescue me! Assholes! Ah, damn. Okay, well, apparently this planet's not as uninhabited as we initially thought. So, I suppose that's a good thing. If you guys don't notice the unredeemed items, that's my pre-order bonus. I might as well just go and do that. It says, what was it? It's in the options. View redeem bonus content. It's a Horizon Omega ship. Compare it. Just a different kind of ship. I still have to repair it, I think. So as opposed to this little red piece of garbage, it looks like an X-Wing. So hopefully they don't get sued by LucasArts. But we'll do that. Oh, wait. Did it say to... Oh, fuck! Okay, well, it just nuked all the shit we had already collected. And it gave me a warning as well. So that's my own goddamn fault. All right, well, that's not too bad. That's not so bad. Whatever. I'm not going to complain too much about it. We were just getting started, so I might as well make that mistake earlier than later, right? So I got my pre-order bonus. That's what I get for pre-ordering this piece of shit. Okay, so now we have to create some carite sheets. So we'll go to our multi-tool inventory. We will hit... What? No, we're going to our exosuit, pardon me. We're going to hit E, and we're going to create carite sheets out of iron.
Product constructed.
And we're going to need 2 of these bad boys. And then we should be able to repair this. Perfect! There we go. So our pulse engines are fully repaired. What's next on the list? We need to refuel the launch thrusters. And how do we refuel the launch thrusters? Well, I'm glad you asked. We need to put plutonium in, which I need to now collect because I just fucking transferred away all my plutonium. All right, we're going to hit C. We're going to go find some plutonium. So for plutonium, we're looking for little lightning bolts like over there. Since I happen to be here, I'm going to pick up some more platinum. Platinum being... Ah, journey milestone accomplished. There we go. We're almost ready to escape this piece of shit planet, which is great. Starship is fully repaired. I love it. I love it. Okay, I don't love it so much. Hurry up. Okay, what is this? Here's some plutonium. Alright, so we're going to pick up all the plutonium that we can find. We're mining zinc from plants. Again, I don't know why there are these heavy fucking elements hanging around in the plant life here. But better to not ask these questions. Better to just let them do it. Just accept your fate as it is. Lie back and just get penetrated by all the glorious resources they're prepared to give you. I'm not going to complain too much. So let's collect all this shit on the way back. We'll hopefully find some more lightning bolts. There's some more lightning bolts up there. Lightning bolts being energy of different sorts. Your carbon, your plutonium. This is all carbon, apparently, and plutonium. Alright, is this enough to fuel up? Collect... Okay, so I have to actually transfer it before it'll let me do it. That's a little bit obnoxious. That's okay. So we'll transfer that and go to the Starship. Okay.
Technology
There we go.
recharge.
And now we need Thamnium 9. That's a made-up thing, I'm pretty sure. Is there such a resource called Thamnium 9? I don't know. Find out. More platinum. Well, it says we've already refueled, so let's trek over back to our ship and see if we can take off. Let's find a more habitable planet. One hopefully with some, hot alien babes, and not these stupid alien cows that are hanging around. Fucking pieces of shit. You could have been alien babes. I would have been happy. Okay. Apparently he jumped in the air when I killed him. Would have been much happier. I would have stayed on the planet and dealt with all the heat and the crazy shit if there were alien babes here. But no, we're going to be stuck with stupid space cows walking around. I'm zapping them for their precious iron resources, I guess. Maybe their bones are made of iron. Who knows? Procedurally generated bullshit. Who can really tell? Who can really say? Keep hitting that C button. There should almost just be a toggle for the C button. Maybe there's an upgrade later that'll let you just toggle the C button, like the scan on and off, so you don't have to keep mashing it over and over and over, trying to find the resources you want. What is this? Plutonium? More plutonium? I don't really need plutonium. I need this thallium
Life
shit.
support power low.
Okay, so I should probably recharge my life support. I'm guessing that's all the air and different things I need. I can recharge it with carbon first,
Technology recharge.
then plutonium. Plutonium seems like a great idea to charge your life support off of. If you have, I can see no problem with that ever happening. If you puncture your suit and get, a leak in the battery cells. More alien ships, you assholes! Rescue me! Rescue me! You fucks! Come down here. You're not gonna rescue me, assholes. Well, at least this planet's not abandoned, so there's still hope yet that we're gonna find some alien babes. You can see these little flapping flangella. This planet's pretty phallic, if you ask me, to be perfectly honest. And there's a purple thing over here. Let's go check out the purple thing before we head back to our ship. The purple thing are some sort of knowledge stones. I haven't really figured out exactly what they do yet, but they teach you words, and there's nothing better than being lost on an alien planet and then, picking up the local language. Knowledge stones. Korvac's word for warning. Well, that's ominous. And I see a cave. More alien ships, you fucks. Let's go check out this cave, and then we'll take off. Looking for Thamnium 9. There's nothing apparently of any value in that cave. So let's just get the goddamn hell out of here. We'll grab these resources on the way out. Getting some platinum from flowers. As we all know, platinum grows on trees. Oh, here we go. Here's some Thamnium. Also out of a plant. We collected 18 of them. 18 Thamniums. That's the international unit for Thamnium is Thamnium. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. I'm sure the more anal retentive of you are out there going, you fuck! You silly fuck! Pronounce it right, goddammit. Alright, fuck all those things. We're almost there, guys. Oh, I'm like exhausted. In real life, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm sweating up my ass running over here. I'm really empathizing with our hero right now. Our Asian driver hero who crash landed on an alien planet randomly. A dumbass. Almost there. And huff and puff our way there. Here we go, back to our initial landing site. And we'll use our jetpack to soften our landing a little bit. Don't want to break your leg. Still can't open anything. We're going to scan. Is there anything else around here in the immediate vicinity? There is. Oh, there's a shield thing over here. What does this let me do? Just before we take off, might as well just grab anything that's nearby. We're going to grab some sort of shield upgrade from our plant. From a plant. It apparently lowered the temperature. So we rubbed some, probably like aloe vera all over our balls to lower the temperature of our suit. Fuck that thing up. And get some iridium from it. And there we go. Let's get off this bitch. Take me away. Take me away. The Echinocaz? The Echinocaz. We are There we go. We're on our way. Milestone accomplished. Perfect. And finally, we are fully repaired and ready to get the fuck off this planet. Starship launch accomplished. Here we go. Okay, I think this is a great time to take a break. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Much love, big kisses. And in the next episode, very special episode of Let's Play No Man's Sky, we're going to fucking escape this planet and get the fuck out of here and go wherever the hot alien babes may be found. So love you guys, big kisses, and we will see you soon.